I would say one of the critical components to any authentic communication is your ability to listen, my ability to listen. And we all talk about listening, and are you listening to me, and do you hear what I'm saying? And we go, yeah. But are we actually exercising the muscle of genuine listening? Because in my world, it is such a competitive advantage to listen to what you're saying, because not only am I listening to the words coming out of your mouth, but I'm listening to the communication behind it, the authenticity of the communication. And I'm listening for your tone of voice. I'm listening to your body language. I consider these all listenings because when it comes right down to it, I think it's a UCLA study. Only 7% of your communication is the actual words coming out of your mouth. And 93% of that communication is the tone, is the gestures, is the body language, all of those things. So part of the listening muscle is being able to be very present. And as I consider my ability and the aptitude that I've grown into as a listener, I consider how well I receive the entire communication. And there's a wonderful technique that you can use to empower yourself to see how well you're listening. And it was taught to me not too long ago, but in terms of a phrase and a technique called perception checking. And what this means is very simply this. Someone communicates something to me. My response is, before I respond, let me make sure I heard what you shared with me or what you said to me. What I heard you say is X. And that ability to replay back what was spoken there's a wonderful byproduct that comes with it. One, it's a demonstration that I'm paying attention to what you're saying. But two, and I think far more important, is the caring that I'm demonstrating when I say, what I heard you say is X. Because my ability to authentically replay it and accurately replay it resonates inside of you ideally, and for the most part, you heard me. And when we feel heard, we feel safe, we feel taken care of. And so much of my world and my progression in the pursuit of what I'm going for is founded on an authentic desire for the person I'm speaking with, the person I'm dealing with, to feel safe, to feel cared for. And the art of listening, and I will call it an art form, that ability to receive information from that place of presence and then replay it back defines me in many, many respects. It defines my ambassadorship. It defines my ability to truly be empathetic, especially if someone's speaking to me about something that's a sensitive issue. My ability to say, I hear you. And what I start to do is my whole tonality changes. I relax in, I get soft, because what's being presented to me is a vulnerable perspective. And that ability to meet someone where they are and bring my empathy forward, these are all components of active listening. And when we play at that level, it is amazing how you can progress whatever the dynamic of the communication is. And moreover, what you then be able to do is articulate where you're coming from, because you've created a fertile ground through your listening to then communicate and be received in the same form of fashion.